What's your name, brother?
My name is Rastuffyirie.
All right, Rastuffyirie. Okay, can you tell us what is your role in the black community here in Bristol?
Well, like I say, I'm not really from Bristol, but I'm a African in them diaspora based in London. You see? Brixton. So, my contribution is to bring down the vibration down here. Can remember them kind of cancel the carnival this year, isn't that right? So that's just the way it goes, Babylon, But irrespective of how they try to dismantle the African retentions, which is carnival, bacchanal, traditionally, we, as African people, we still kind of cleave together to try and bring back that energy anywhere we are. Remember, them have Notting Hill Gate Carnival, next month or the month after. So the same kind of vibration, up to this day, So, yeah, man, them thing is important still, for I and I, or African people, or for people in general to gather together, So that's the positivity around here.
Okay, right. I've got a very important question, right? So I just need to understand, right? As a black people, what should we do to bring us together, like Caribbeans and African? Do you know what I mean? What should we do that to bring us together? Because as African, right, I don't know what the Caribbean have been through, right? And the most Caribbean don't know what African have been through. So what we need to do to bring us together? Can you explain to us a bit? Because
I mean, that's a real good question, my brother. So respect for that question there as a youth, to I as a, not quite an elder, but going through the elder lineage, you see? So what I would say, see, I personally, even though we're from Jamaica or from UK or from Europe or around, we're Africans. We're Africans born out of the continent. We're Garveyites. We say Africa first, you see? So you find where we are from in Jamaica, it's 95% African stock, my brethren. So they're African islands, really. You see it? So we still keep our African identity. So we're not really even though we say we're black and we're this or that, we're Africans abroad. You see what I'm saying? That's the rallying point, is the word sound, which is the verbal word sound that comes out of our mouth. See? Because remember, we all come from that same landmass, 500 and so years ago. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it wasn't a case of you being born on the continent or him being born here. That wasn't the space. It's the DNA, my brother. It's the ancestry that we have inside we. That's divine or divine to us. You see, so we're our ancestors. Nothing's changed. Life goes on. You see, so what I was saying, I think it's a great thing to unify as African people, and the rallying point is calling ourselves Africans, accepting your African selves, black people. Because in Jamaica and in the Caribbean and in Europe, even in Africa on the continent, I've heard people say, no, I'm not no African, no damn African. But I'm saying, irrespective of how you see it, if you're born on the continent, you're a Cushite then, you're a Puntite then. You're an Ethiopian, you're Kenyan, no matter what them say, we're Africans. From we look how we look like, and we carry the melanin. You see, we're Africans. So we have to rally around that point. Just like Marcus Messiah Garvey said, just like Haile Selassie said, just like Kwame Nkrumah said, their ancestors. It's a rallying point. We're supposed to be together, more together. Because remember, Marcus Garvey is the great teacher, he's the great organizer. In fact, he's the best organizer, our African diaspora for the last 400 years, because he managed to galvanize at least 8 million people in the UNIA. You see, so Garvey was not to come around. He was a seasoned man who had a great plan and a great vision. And I, as the Rastafari, carry on that vision, which is repatriation, reparation, togetherness. You see what I'm saying? It's all about love. But before the love, it's more of what you can say, equal rights and justice. Because as you know, as African people, we're 8 times more chance to get arrested on them English streets here than our white counterparts. So all these unjust things that are happening to I and the I, as black people or African people in this diaspora, is not right. So we have to better that. But I think when we galvanize and open up our mindset, our heavens as we call it, the Rasta, open up the heavens, galvanize towards more education with regards to oneness, especially the man like the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey and Haile Selassie, because them write it down in speeches and utterances for black people to unite and rally around one common goal, which is unification, equal rights and justice. This march to Parliament or Parliament, like we say, and demand reparations and demand equal rights and justice. We're African people. We're African sovereigns taken away by heavy force. Still, we're working here, these places, 400 to 500 years and don't get no wages. So these are the things we need to be standing up and shouting about, my brother. You see? So unification is the key for I and I as Rasta.